everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. Today I have a project pan update. This is also the first time I've been filming for a couple of weeks and it feels great to be back. So project pan update, very exciting. I love a good project pan. This year I'm doing a rolling style project pan, but I'm not holding myself to a certain number. I just have a small makeup collection and I'm trying to focus on eyeshadows in my rotating pan those palettes. So I just don't want to feel like I have to have 10 or I have to have 20 products because that would just feel a little bit too much. So I have 6 products right now. That may fluctuate throughout the year, but very happy to have some dedicated products and happy with the progress I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and dive in with the first product, and that is my e.l.f. primer. So this is the Power Grip Primer. I am very close to being done. So I'm not sure how much you can see down here, but it's definitely like sucking in all of the air. And there's just a little bit of product. I would grab my Sharpie. I can't seem to find it right now, so I will mark this afterwards. But you know, I had this mark here. It's definitely further down. I think this will be done by the next update. This is just not my favorite primer. I like how it holds my makeup. It definitely grips like it says it will, but I've got oily skin and about 4 hours in, I'm just a grease ball shiny mess. So I use this at home when I'm working from home. I do kind of light makeup at home when I'm working from home, just, you know, when I'm on camera to look a little polished, but when I go out on the weekend or if I know I'm going to be away from home for a while, I won't use this primer because it just doesn't last as long as I'd like it to. So I'm happy to be, you know, closing in on finishing this up. I certainly don't hate it in any sort of capacity, but it's just not the right one for me. So I used it 7 times since I started this project pan. I would think I've got maybe 5 or 6 more uses left, and then this will be done for the next update. Next I have is my powder foundation. So most days I wear this powder foundation. I have it on today. It is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I have the color, I think it's vanilla, or yes, 120 vanilla. They have an excellent range. I would say that too. So I'm working on finishing this up. I do have a backup of this already. It has quickly become my favorite powder foundation. It's just so fast to apply and I like the coverage it gives. It's not, you know, full coverage for me necessarily, but it definitely just, again, kind of evens things out and makes me look a little bit more polished, and it's very lightweight. So I'm going to put in a side-by-side comparison of the progress I have in the pan here. I already had pan showing, but this is where I'm at now, and this is after 19 more uses. So I use a flat top kabuki brush from Sigma to, you know, pick up the powder and apply it to my face. So I'm swirling around in here quite a bit, but it definitely is starting to get, you know, closer and closer to the sides. So I'm trying to, you know, work on this side a little bit more because it's just ever so slightly thicker. And I'm going to try to wear this down evenly so it doesn't crumble too early. I don't know if I would repress this or not. It kind of depends on how much is left. If it's just a really thin ring, probably not. But like if it were to crack today, I probably would repress it. So my goal is just to use it kind of strategically and in a gentle manner where I maybe can prevent anything from cracking, but we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, this has been really great. It lasts a long time. I also like the ColourPop powder foundation, but it just doesn't last as long as this one. So I'm getting more bang for my buck here. Okay, next is a bronzer. This is a bit of bronzer I've been panning for a very long time. So I started panning it last year, had to take a break, and I ended up finishing a different bronzer during that break. So I'm back to the e.l.f. Primer infused bronzer. So again, I can put in a side-by-side comparison. I don't think that there's going to be that much difference, maybe just a slight expansion of the ring that I'm seeing, you know, display in the pan there, but it's just kind of slow going. So I use this 18 times and I just swirl my brush around in here a couple of times and I apply, you know, to the perimeter of my face, basically a little bit on my jawline here, and then I'm done. I will use it if I feel like I need to match my neck. I'll use it to do that, but I don't go too heavy with the bronzer. It just doesn't look natural on me. I have obviously very fair skin, especially now in the winter time. So I don't want to like be too bronzed up. So it's nice. I like this. It's just lasting a long time. And I suppose that's a pro. Like this, I think $7 or $8 bronzer has lasted me for years, which is great. It's just kind of one of those things when you start panning it, you're like, okay, let's move along. So it is a good product. The lid is starting to get a little bit loose, so I'm just trying to be gentle with it so it doesn't break all the way off, but otherwise still working on this bronzer. This will probably take me the majority of the year, but that's okay. It's kind of nice to just have, this is my bronzer, and I don't have to think about it and just reach for this each time. All right, moving into highlighter, I have two highlighters from ColourPop. They're both Super Shock here. So this one is Lunch Money, and it's got a little bit more of a gold sheen to it. I really love both of these. So I'm wearing this one today because I did kind of a gold eye look. I'm wearing this kind of mustard sweater, so it felt, you know, more kind of on the warmer side of things, and I just really love it. I use a small stipple brush to apply this. It's beautiful, and yeah, I just really like it. So this is where I'm at. Again, I'm very light-handed. I don't use a ton of highlighter either. I just hit the top of my cheekbone on each side, the bridge of my nose, and then whatever's left, I do a quick brush on my upper lip, but that's it. I don't do a whole lot. But my goal is to use each of these 50 times. So I've used Lunch Money 6 times so far and really loving it. Certainly probably will just use it until, you know, it dries up or whatever, but for this project it's 50 uses. And then the other one is called Monster, so it's also a Super Shock, and this one has kind of a purple shift to it, and it's gorgeous. So anytime I wear like rosy eye looks or purpley eye looks or anything that's just a little bit more cooler toned in nature, then I reach for this highlighter. And I really like having kind of a dedicated highlighter for each of them because I feel like it just, you know, having the highlighter so close to your eyes, it really helps kind of complement the look. So between the two of them, I have one that I feel like I can wear each day, and it just depends on the eye look pretty much. So I've also used this one 6 times. Again, the goal is 50 for each of them, so 100, you know, total highlighter uses, but I'm really loving these. So this is going well. Again, these will probably be in longer term because I'm only at 6 uses each, but that's okay with me because I love the products. All right, and the last product I have in here is a lip product. So this is the Tower 28 Coconut Lip Gloss. My goal is to finish it, and I no longer remove stoppers. It's just not necessary for me, but I have pretty well emptied this whole thing so I can scrape and scrape around here and really don't pick anything up, which is really satisfying. So this has been a lovely gloss. I know that Tower 28 is a kind of newer popular brand. I'd say within the last 18 months or so, I really started seeing a lot of people get the glosses, the cream blushes, just stand out to me, and I really like the lip gloss. So this is the first one I picked up. It's very smooth. This one doesn't have any shimmer in it. I really liked it. So I do have another Tower 28 gloss in the shade Pistachio, I believe is what it's called. And it's a nude pink, a little bit less pink than this one, but it's gorgeous. So I'm working on that one. I don't plan to immediately pan that one, but I am excited to have finished up this gloss and moving it out of my collection. So I am going to replace that gloss with a new lip product. And this is also from e.l.f., which seems like I'm just panning e.l.f. right now, but I do have products I like from them, obviously. And this is the Hydrating Core Shine Lipstick. I freaking love this. I will absolutely repurchase it. This is the shade Happy. It is a really beautiful color. It's like a My Lips But Better, and I don't have much left in here. So this is where we're starting. As you can see, it's just really kind of a nub left. And in the center, there's this kind of clear heart. They call that the like core hydration, whatever. But what it does is it definitely is a hydrating kind of tinted lip balm in a sense. It's like it reminds me of the Marc Jacobs lip gloss sticks, if you ever tried one of those, or lip gloss pens. It was like a lipstick format, but it felt like a gloss, and that's what this reminds me of. And it's so lovely. I can wear it with anything because it's, you know, a nice kind of neutral lip shade for me, but it also is just very hydrating. So in the winter, this has been a go-to or gloss because any other lipstick is just too dry on my lips right now. So I'd like to work to finish this up, and I probably will repurchase it, which is totally fine, and maybe get a couple of other colors, but it is just so lovely. I suppose I could give you a little swatch here. So that's the color. So it's sheer, but it offers, you know, a little bit of tint, and it's just really, really comfortable to wear. So I want to work on this. It's very close to being done. I don't know if it'll be done by the next update. It might take 2, but we'll see. So that is going to be the new kind of designated lip product. And I'm just going to put this back in my bag, which is where I have been keeping it. And anytime we're out, this is what I'm reapplying throughout the day. So those are the Project Pan items for right now. So I'm sticking with 6 products. So let me know how your project pans are going in the comment section, or if you film videos, let me know how I can go watch your updates. But yeah, just happy to be back panning and kind of back into my normal routine after having that surgery at the beginning of the month. It just feels good to get back into kind of a daily rhythm. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.